How to make fire planning less overwhelming. If you're someone who's been intimidated by the idea of financial independence and early retirement, I get it. It seems like there's an endless list of things to figure out, but I'm going to show you how to simplify the whole process. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan without feeling overwhelmed. You see, fire planning doesn't have to be about mastering complex formulas or crunching numbers endlessly. In fact, it's about understanding a few key principles that can radically change your approach. The first thing you need to realize is that fire planning isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. So many people get stuck thinking there's a perfect formula, but in reality, it's all about figuring out what works for you. What do you want your life to look like when you reach financial independence? The reason this matters is because once you have that clear vision, the path becomes much simpler. Without a defined goal, you end up wasting time on irrelevant calculations and strategies. Let's talk about your savings rate. Now, this might sound like a typical fire topic, but hear me out. It's not just about cutting every single expense. In fact, that's what trips people up. Instead, it's about optimizing your spending. You want to save as much as you can, but you also don't want to burn out. This means being strategic with your choices. For example, if you're spending a lot on rent, could you live in a cheaper place, or even house hack? Or maybe instead of giving up your daily coffee, you could adjust other bigger expenses? Now, here's the kicker. Creating a system that works for you means looking at all your income streams. You can't rely solely on one, like your 9 to 5. This is where it gets exciting. This is where the real potential lies. Whether it's side gigs, passive income from investments, or building up a personal brand, you need to diversify. But I'm not talking about diving into 100 different projects at once. Instead, focus on a few that actually make sense for your skills and interests. That's the sweet spot. And here's the big one. How do you figure out how much you need to retire? That's where most people get stuck. But the truth is, it's a lot easier than it seems. Start with how much you spend in a year and multiply that by 25. That's your number. The more you simplify, the less overwhelming it feels. But don't stop there. You need to understand your expenses to know if they can be adjusted over time, which leads to a higher savings rate and a faster path to fire. Okay, now let's address something that's often ignored in typical fire videos. There's no magic number that applies to everyone, but there is something you should consider when planning your fire journey: inflation. It's easy to think you'll need one set amount, but inflation creeps in, especially when planning 10, 20, or 30 years out. Make sure your fire plan takes into account the potential rise in prices. That can affect your lifestyle once you stop working, so start adjusting now. The last thing I want to share with you is something that most people overlook: the emotional side of fire. It's not just about numbers, it's about mindset. The journey to fire can be exciting, but it can also feel isolating, especially when friends and family don't understand why you're sacrificing now for a future payoff. Surround yourself with like-minded people, and most importantly, understand why you're doing this in the first place. That keeps you on track when things get tough. I'm not incentivized by affiliate commissions like other videos you've probably seen. This means my only goal here is to provide real, actionable advice that helps you take control of your financial future. If you found value in this video, make sure to subscribe and support content that's built around delivering pure value. No hidden incentives. I'm here to help you make fire planning easier so you can focus on living the life you want, not just working to get there.